So after about 3.5 hours, we were finally in Casper, Wyoming. I just got gas and then we came to a Walmart to go use the restroom. And Miss P is awake, so I'm letting her eat. She's been doing good so far on the ride. She slept for the majority of it up until the past, I want to say like 30 minutes. And then the past like 10-15 minutes, she's been like really anxious and wanting to just get out of the car and stretch. And just to give like a little more of a time estimate, it's 7:32 a.m. right now and we left at 4 a.m. But the drive hasn't been too bad so far, honestly. It's been really quiet and honestly really boring. But yeah, so I used the restroom, changed P's diaper, and then she's gonna eat right now, and then probably in about like 10 minutes we will get back on the road. Okay, I'm gonna make this a quick little update for you guys. It is 12:14 in the afternoon right now. We have been stopped for about 30-45 minutes. We stopped to use the restroom, to get gas, and we got McDonald's for lunch. We still have 5.5 hours until we are to Tyler, so I think I'm going to take one more stop just for gas and to stretch and to change P's diaper again, and then we will be there. But yeah, so that's just a quick little update for you guys. Oh yeah, and we're in Billings, Montana. That's where we're at. We crossed the state line already. So yeah, back on the road we go.
So peaceful out here. Got the girls over there in the water. Yeah guys, it's nice out here. I think the girls like it. You guys like it?
Yeah. She doesn't want to put her shoes back on to go. I wanted to go over there with you, but she doesn't want to go.
P, you having fun? Are you having fun?
Yeah.
Throw a rock.
Okay, you guys, we are back home. It's actually a week later since we have arrived back home. I've kind of just been trying to readjust to our new routine, our routine before Tyler left. He's back at work again, and so things are back to how it was before he went to Montana. But I need to get this video up for you guys, so I'm going to tell you about some juicy tea and stuff that happened on our trip home. So first off, we came home on let me get my dates right. So we came home on the 15th. We had left at 2:30 a.m. that day, and we did not make it home until 2:30 that night. So we were literally on the road for 24 hours. And I honestly felt so bad for Tyler because he drove the whole time. I kept offering to drive, but he doesn't like to let me drive. So I can only imagine how exhausted he was and how much he was just ready to be out of the car. But yeah, so we came back home the 15th. It took us 24 hours to get home because we stopped at Yellowstone National Park. We made it, so we left at 2:30 in the morning and we made it to Yellowstone National Park around 8 a.m. That's around when we were entering into the park. And we just explored all around there. I made a TikTok video about our trip home, so I can insert that right here. But yeah, so basically we just explored Yellowstone National Park. We saw the lake, we saw a bunch of geysers, we saw the Grand Canyon of Yellowstone, we saw like 3 or 4 waterfalls, and it was actually really cool. I also have posted photo dumps of our Yellowstone trip and our Montana trip over on my Instagram. So if you aren't following me on Instagram, my Instagram handle will be right here, so you can go follow me and go check out those photo dumps from our trip if you want. But yeah, and then after we left Yellowstone, we drove through the Grand Tetons. Grand Tetons. It's pronounced something like that. I don't know. We say Grand Teton, but some people say Grand Tetons. So anyways, we drove through there and took a bunch of pictures of the Grand Teton, and yeah. Now let's get to the juicy tea. So originally our plan was to come home on the 14th, so that was a Wednesday. That was our original day for us to come home. We left at 2:30 in the morning on Wednesday, like we did on Thursday, and we got about 30 minutes down the road and my tire pressure light turns on. So I was like, okay, that's great. So we stopped in Darby, Montana, and for reference, we were staying in Hamilton, Montana. So we stopped in Darby, Montana, and Tyler checks the tire pressures. 3 of the tires are fine. One of them dropped by 10 pounds in pressure. So I was like, I don't think that's a good thing. There's obviously something wrong with that tire. It wasn't terribly cold that morning either, because I know like the cold can affect the tire pressure, but it was not cold that morning. Yes, it was raining, but it was not like freezing winter cold, you know what I mean? So it was just a whole big issue. I contacted roadside assistance and they took forever to get back to me to even come and assist us. So we were like, should we just go back to the Airbnb? Should we just go back to Hamilton? Or should we wait here for roadside? What should we do? Because we were just ready to get home. We were already 30 minutes down the road. We were like, what the hell? Like, why does this have to happen as we're leaving? Literally as we're leaving to go home. So we just drive back to Hamilton to the Airbnb, and we go back to sleep. The tire shops in Hamilton didn't open. One opened at 7:30 and the other one didn't open until 8. So we had to wait a good couple hours anyways. So we just went back to the Airbnb and we fell asleep, and then we honestly didn't get up until 10. We were supposed to get up to go to the tire shops at 8, but it is what it is. So we take my car in to the tire shop and they tell us it's a 2.5 hour wait for them to look at my car. So I'm just like, that's just lovely, because we have nobody that we know that can come and pick us up in that town. Like we're screwed. We either stay at the tire shop or we go and walk around the town. And it's a really, 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 really small town. So it's small enough that restaurants are close by, gas stations are close by, that we can walk. So we walked down the street to a McDonald's, and it literally took, I want to say, like 2 hours for them just to even get to looking at my tire. And lo and behold, there was a freaking staple. You guys, a staple in my tire. That is what held us back a whole day from our road trip, was a freaking staple. So they patched my tire's good to go, it's fixed, whatever. They ended up not charging us because they knew how much we were just trying to get home and get out of Montana. So that was nice of them to not charge us, but it was just so stressful and so annoying. It held us back a day. Literally a freaking staple in my tire is what held us back a whole day. But the way I see it is, it's better to be safe than sorry. I feel like it ended up saving us in the end. It saved us money in the end, because if we would have just said fuck it and kept driving, who knows what would have happened. We could have blown a tire and then had to replace the whole new tire, and that's more money being spent, or something could have happened because of the fact that we were driving at night and there's so much wildlife and stuff. Just something worse could have happened. So the way I see it is, the staple being in the tire was obviously protecting us from something else happening that day, or possibly happening that day. I just see it as a blessing in disguise. Honestly, it is what it is. Shit happens. It just happens to be so stupid that it happens the day we leave, but it's okay. The next day, the 15th, like I said, we ended up leaving at 2:30 again, and we made it home. And guys, driving in the dark like we did was honestly scary. We saw so much deer on the side of the road. We saw an elk. Tyler said he saw something. So we're driving in this lane, and then there's this lane, the oncoming traffic lane, and he said he saw something like an animal in this lane. He said maybe it was a bear. He said it was big like a bear. We didn't stop. We kept driving because I was like, fuck that, like I am not getting attacked by a bear. But we saw so much wildlife on that drive, and it was so scary. I was so scared we were gonna hit one. And it's crazy because driving that whole time in the dark, we saw animals on the side of the road, but not once did we come close to hitting one until sunrise. Once the sun was already up, then we had almost hit 2 deer, and I was like, oh my god. But luckily we didn't. And then on our way home, we almost hit 2 deer as well, and that was at sunset, not even at dark. Like in the middle of the night, we didn't even go get close to hitting animals. It was always right at sunrise or right at sunset. So I was like, ugh. But yeah, that's pretty much the update, you guys. We are home now. We are home safe. I know I really did not record much out there. I was kind of just enjoying the little vacation and being in the moment, and it was just so beautiful out there. I was just enjoying the beautiful scenery and all the places we went and explored. And because I've always wanted to go to Montana, so has Tyler, so this was just like the perfect opportunity for us to take it. I was just living in the moment, you know what I mean? But I hope you guys enjoyed the footage I did get, and yeah. Also, you guys, we hit 500 subscribers, so thank you guys for supporting me. I appreciate it so very much. But yeah, I kind of just wanted to give you guys that little update and let you guys know that we are home. And yeah, thank you for coming along and watching this video of our trip. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell button so you get notified every time I upload a new video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Love ya.